We warned them. Again and again we said it, if nobody steps in, if the league keeps looking the other way, a star player is going to get seriously hurt. Today that warning almost came true. What happened out there wasn't a hard foul. It wasn't a playoff scramble. It was a calculated, dangerous move by veteran Alyssa Thomas. One that didn't just draw a foul, it physically took Caitlin Clark out of the game. And if that doesn't wake the league up, nothing will. Stay with us because what we're about to break down will make your blood boil.
Eat you, literally. This is nonsense, man. This is nonsense. Yo, Caitlin Clark was busting they butt out there. She literally had 19 points, 8 assists. She was ready to sleepwalk into a double-double, 20 plus points, 10 assists. She was sleepwalking into it. And here come AT with this nonsense, man. Hit the like, hit the hype, hit the noti bell so y'all know when I drop it, hit the sub button. I highly appreciate it. And let's get it, man. This, I couldn't even finish the game, dog. Shout out to the Indiana.
Look, basketball is physical. We get it. Bodies clash, elbows fly, that's the game. But there's a line. And what happened here? That line got crossed. Caitlin Clark was just running her offense. Moving fast, reading the court like she always does. Then Alyssa Thomas, one of the most intimidating players in the league, stepped right into her path. What happened next? A collision that stopped the entire arena cold. At live speed, it looks like a regular tangle. But the reaction told the real story. Clark hit the floor, and she didn't get up. The crowd went silent. Dead silent. Because everyone in that building knew exactly what they were watching. The most important player in women's basketball was down, and she was hurting.
Down on her throat. Get AT out of the league, fam. Get her out of the league, man. I'm sick of the dirty stuff. And then she's gonna have this grimacing smile all through the game. Come on, man. This is nonsensical work. This is asinine, man. This is asinine. Look at Caitlin. On the ground, Rev looking right at it too. Has nothing to say. Man, this is disgusting work. This is disgusting work, man. Egregious work. Look at this. Then stepping over. Oh my goodness, man.
But the slow motion replay? That's where everything changes. Frame by frame, the truth comes out. This wasn't a battle for a rebound. This wasn't a shot contest. This was a deliberate, calculated hit on a vulnerable player. Watch the extension. Watch the angle. Watch the force. Alyssa Thomas didn't stumble into this contact. She engineered it. And here's the thing, she's a veteran. She knows exactly what her body is doing at all times. She knows the difference between a hard foul and a dangerous one. So the real question is, why did she cross that line? Is this pride? The old guard refusing to step aside for the new generation? Or something darker? A cold, calculated move to physically take out the one player who's putting women's basketball on the map? Because the tape doesn't lie. This wasn't about stopping a play. This was about sending a message.
How y'all allow this to happen? We knew this was gonna go down. The refs should have been watching thoroughly, like looking real close, man. Bring out your microscope. The magnifying glasses, bring them out, dog. Pay attention to these two players, Wnba and Alyssa Thomas, because you knew some stuff was going down. And all of a sudden, you allow her to just lay on top of Caitlin. What is this, UFC, man? Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy work.
The damage. Immediate. Devastating. Caitlin Clark on the floor. Clearly hurting. The medical staff sprinting onto the court. That image alone was every Indiana Fever executive's worst nightmare. The offensive engine of this entire team had to be helped up and subbed out. Let that sink in. And if you're sitting in a Wnba league office right now, that should send a cold chill straight down your spine. Because let's be brutally honest here, Caitlin Clark is not just a rookie. She is not just a basketball player. She is the economic engine of this entire league. She's the reason arenas are packed. She's the reason TV ratings are breaking records that haven't moved in decades. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. And she's lifting every single player in this league with her, including the very veterans trying to take her out. So let's call it what it is. Taking her down with a dirty, uncalled foul isn't just bad sportsmanship. It's terrible business. Fans aren't buying those expensive tickets and premium jerseys to watch a 22-year-old get bullied off the court. They're paying to see greatness, playmaking, pure basketball brilliance. This bully ball mentality, it's old, it's outdated, and it has absolutely no place in this era of the game.
Look at that. Man, I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this. We knew the tension was going to be there, but I did not think that they were going to attack Caitlyn like this, man. This is crazy work. Starting with Alyssa Thomas, man. Come on, man. Oh, my goodness. Get her out of the league, man. I'm sick of it, man. It's dirty work. Dirty work being played here. Nobody's calling it. Even the commentator said, ooh, come on, man. If they can see it, I know y'all can see it, man. I just hate to see.
Now let's talk about the referees, because this is where the story gets even more infuriating. The moment that play happened, the game stopped. The officials walked over to the courtside monitor, and for a brief second it felt like justice was actually coming. Like the league was finally going to draw a hard line and protect its players. But that's not what happened. We watched those referees stand around that screen pointing, discussing, reviewing the exact same slow-motion footage that millions of fans were watching from their living rooms. The evidence was right there, clear as day. And yet nothing. No flagrant. No ejection. Just hesitation. Just the same pattern of indecision that has been haunting this league all season long. How do you watch that footage and walk away without delivering a real consequence? Here's the thing. A common foul doesn't cut it here. Not even close. When a veteran player deliberately executes a move that takes a star off the floor under those kinds of physical circumstances, the response has to be severe. It has to be a flagrant violation with real, tangible punishment attached to it. Anything less than that is basically handing every player in the league a permission slip to do the exact same thing. And that's exactly what's happening. The referee's reluctance to police these kinds of plays is poisoning the environment on the floor. Players are learning that the worst they'll face is a slap on the wrist, a quiet side out of bounds call, maybe a shrug from the officiating crew, and then the game moves on like nothing happened. That's not protecting the integrity of the game. That's abandoning it. Even the commentators couldn't hide their disbelief. People watching this live were completely blown away that a play that dangerous, that deliberate, was allowed to just fade into the background without real consequences. The frustration wasn't just from fans. It was from everyone watching, because everyone could see it. Everyone except apparently the people whose entire job is to see it. Now let's shift the conversation to the Indiana Fever sideline, because this is another layer of this story that deserves serious attention. When your franchise player goes down, when the most important person on your roster hits the floor because of a questionable, borderline dangerous hit, your reaction as a head coach cannot be quiet. It cannot be passive. It cannot be a concerned look and a slow walk toward the scorer's table. That is the exact moment where a coach has to absolutely lose it. You have to get in the officials' faces. You have to demand answers. You have to make it crystal clear to everyone in that building, the referees, the opposing team, your own players, that this will not be tolerated. Not today. Not ever. Because what happens on that sideline doesn't just affect the game. It sets the tone for the entire locker room. When players look over at their bench and see calm acceptance after their point guard gets taken out, something breaks. The trust fractures. The belief that the organization has their back gone. The Fever bench looked shocked. They looked concerned. But concerned isn't enough. Not in this moment. Not when your generational talent is being helped off the floor. There needed to be fire. There needed to be fury. There needed to be an unmistakable statement from that sideline that said, "You do not touch our player like that," and walk away without consequences. That explosive, protective energy never fully came. And that silence is just as troubling as everything else that happened on that court. Now back to the floor. Because while all of this chaos was unfolding, the game kept moving. And Alyssa Thomas walked away from that play with the exact same unapologetic energy she brought into it. No remorse. No acknowledgement. Just that same imposing presence, carrying on like nothing significant had just happened. But the crowd knew. The boos came immediately. The tension inside that arena completely changed. The joy got sucked right out of the building in real time. Because the fans understood what they had just witnessed, even if the officials pretended otherwise. And this is where this entire situation becomes so much bigger than one play in one game. The Wnba is standing at a crossroads right now. On one side, you have veteran players who feel like they built this league from the ground up, through hard work, physical sacrifice, and years of being underpaid and undervalued. They believe they have the right to test any incoming player, star status or not. That's the old school mentality. Hit first, establish dominance, make the rookie earn every single inch. On the other side, you have millions of brand new fans, passionate, engaged, and deeply invested in watching the next generation of this sport thrive. Fans who tuned in specifically because of players like Caitlin Clark. Fans who are now watching their favorite player absorb cheap shots, take elbows and limp off courts, while the league response remains frustratingly quiet. This is not just a basketball problem anymore. This is a public relations crisis. A massive one. Because casual fans don't have loyalty to a league. They have loyalty to players. And if those fans turn on their TVs week after week and see the brightest young star in the game constantly getting physically targeted without real punishment, they're going to stop watching. Simple as that. You cannot build a growing, thriving sports league on the back of one transcendent talent, and then allow that talent to be systematically hunted on the floor. It doesn't work that way. It has never worked that way. So where does this end? How many times does Caitlin Clark have to peel herself up off the hardwood? How many times does she have to walk to the bench with that look of pain and frustration before the league office steps in and issues a real directive? A formal, clear, uncompromising message to officiating crews that says, "This stops now." What Alyssa Thomas did crossed a line. It moved past competitive basketball and straight into reckless endangerment. And the entire basketball community, fans, media, players, and executives, needs to hold this league accountable for letting that environment grow unchecked. Every major sport protects its stars. The NFL builds rules specifically to protect its quarterbacks. The NBA has spent years developing protocols to protect airborne shooters from dangerous contact. These aren't soft decisions. They're smart ones. Because stars drive revenue. Stars fill arenas. Stars bring in the cameras, the sponsors, the casual viewers who eventually become die-hard fans. It is way past time for the Wnba to take that same approach and protect the players who are driving this sport's growth to heights nobody has seen before. This conversation isn't going away. These plays will keep getting analyzed, keep getting called out, and the double standards will keep getting exposed until real change actually happens. If this video opened your eyes to what's really going on inside the Wnba right now, hit that subscribe button. Every breakdown, every analysis, every uncomfortable truth gets posted right here. Share this with someone who needs to see it, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the real punishment should be for a play like this? A suspension? A league-wide directive? Something stronger? Let's hear it, because your voice in this conversation actually matters. See you in the next one.